Everett.
It does indeed. Not looking at it like a trade-off. I'll lose that hour of sleep to gain that 100 minutes of daylight. No problem. I'll take that any day of the week. Live look from downtown Seattle right now along the waterfront. Things are gray out there. Haven't really seen that rain move in yet, but it's coming. I'll show it to you in just a moment. I just want to double back and tell you a little bit more about what Glenn Farley was just telling us. We need snowpack. And there's nowhere that's illustrated any better than at Sun Mountain Lodge right now, where we are seeing ground instead of snow there. But we've got a really good opportunity to build on that, courtesy of the atmospheric river that we're about to tap into. Now, I just want to preface by saying this will not be as strong or as intense as the ones that we experienced at New Year's and Christmas, but still pretty good, and snow levels will stay at a place where it looks like we could build on some snowpack. I'll show you that in a moment. I want to show you radar right now. We've just got some light returns making their way across basically the eastern edge of the I-5 corridor and out towards the peninsula, but yep, you're seeing some of that rain moving in. I'll show you that in a moment. Here's what to expect. Wet weather tonight through Tuesday. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit of a soaker for us. Periods of heavy rain, especially out towards the coast and at the foothills of the mountains there, and snow is going to be heavy in a couple spots as well. River flooding, minor river flooding. I'm not too concerned about that, but the ground will be saturated come Tuesday, and that could create more slide concerns, and we've already been active in that department. Quiet midweek as some high pressure builds in, and then it's going to get active again late week. So again, winter not going out without a fight, but we need to build all that snowpack that we can. So for the rest of the evening until up to about 8 o'clock, I expect things to stay just kind of showery and gray, and then we'll start to see that rain kicking in, and it will stay throughout the night. Small craft advisory in place out along the coast. That's a downgrade from the gale warning that was in place yesterday, but still winds up to 30 knots, seas up to 11 feet. No thank you. And then taking a look at the Puget Sound and Hood Canal, small craft advisory in place until 5 a.m. on Monday. Winds up to 25 knots there. So again, not a great time to take the sailboat out. Winter weather advisory is a little weird. It's split into two places, the northern and the southern Cascades, but look at that right there. 1 to 3 feet of snow potential. I was just looking at the latest model forecast runs. There is a high possibility we could be looking at 30 inches plus up towards Baker and down towards places like White Pass. So again, building snowpack above 4,000 feet, that winter weather advisory in place until at least 5 a.m. on Monday. I was telling you about this yesterday. I'll tell you about it again today. It looks like snow levels will pop up briefly as these systems move through, but none of that 7, 8, 9,000 foot stuff that we saw last time around. So that actually is really good for putting down some snowpack and keeping it in place. No more warm rain on fresh snow. Speaking of fresh snow, for folks heading out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., there will be a few inches of new snow out there. It's really going to be Monday into Tuesday where we see the biggest increase there, over a foot up towards Baker and a foot at White Pass, but then the hits keep on coming. By the time we get to Wednesday morning, 27 inches at Baker, 21 inches at White Pass, and 13 at Snoqualmie. So basically where we saw Glenn earlier, it's about 4,000 feet where the snow level is going to be. Snoqualmie's just above 3,000 feet, so not expecting any pass impacts, and that's why we don't have a winter weather advisory in place for the central Cascades. Take a look at winds. They're going to be gusty, and they're going to stay that way coming up from the south and then eventually from the southwest here, so that's why we've got those small craft advisory warnings in place. Rain moves in later tonight. This is 9:30. We will all be involved, and we'll start to see that snow up in the mountains, and then it just keeps right on coming. This is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It will break up and become a little more showery across the Puget Sound, but then that heavier rain pushes in the afternoon, and some very heavy rain pushes in late Monday night before it becomes a little more showery on Tuesday. Accumulated precipitation looks like it's going to be heavy duty out towards the coast and again near the bases of the mountains there. So we're going to be watching for some flood concerns, and it looks like your 7-day forecast keeps us active and wet throughout the week, but we will see the sun poke out midweek.